Hey, good morning. It's Dr. James. I do hope and pray this message finds you and your loved ones peaceful, thriving, and well. And I have to be very, very honest with you this morning that I've taken a lot of extra time before I hit the red button, the go button. And this is something I want to share with you that's very deep inside of me, because more and more these days and more this community has been very vulnerable, very open, very, very, very much in a space of sharing what it is that's holding them back. And many of you have asked, they said, James, was there a time in your life where you needed to make tremendous change in your life? You needed to let go of things in your life. You needed to literally give yourself the opportunity to save your own life, but to do it in a way that wasn't having to be full of drama, but was literally about fulfilling your dharma. And there's a huge distinction between fulfilling your dharma versus running away from the drama. But sometimes they actually are one thing. And that is my life about 35 years ago, my early 20s, when I was doing my very best to, for the first time in my life, really look at myself and see all the things that I didn't like, learn how to like them. I wasn't ready to love them, but I had to learn how to like them. Look at the habits I had developed in my life, some of which were passed down through my family, such as alcoholism and addiction. And probably more than anything, being a drama addict, more than anything. I really just knew drama. And even if things wanted to work in my life, I somehow found ways to create drama. Whether it was in drama in relationships, drama with work, drama with not figuring out once and for all that the only way I was going to fulfill the dharma was to really sit still long enough with myself until I could soften myself and eventually move from not liking to liking a little bit to liking enough, and then eventually learning how to love myself. And it all happened during a really interesting time where I have a strong challenge with learning. I have a unique type of dyslexia where I don't remember things very well. I'm a horrible speller, and grammar I cannot do to save my life. And all of those things. And then I can't do math, period. So trying to get through high school was hard enough. My guidance counselor told me during the high school exit interview that you're not college material, so you better find something else to do. So I took that to be gospel, and I took that to be my lot in life. And that certainly did reinforce you weren't worthy and you didn't like yourself enough to make any changes, because people who you regard as people who would be in the know are telling you, here's what we know. You're not going to be enough. You're not enough. So there was many years of struggle with that. And the point of this morning's message is there was a checkpoint for me between a time when I was struggling with my late teens and early 20s, knowing I wanted to do something really awesome in life. I always wanted to be a healer. But being a doctor seemed way out of control, way out of line. But what did seem possible was to begin, not be out here on outcome. Like, could you eventually be a doctor? Could you even imagine getting into school, studying medicine, going through the process and learning how to be a primary care provider? Or could you just be on purpose? And that's what this morning is all about. Many of us are trying to figure out what we're going to do next. We're getting ready for 2021. We're looking at 2020. We may be looking back at our entire life and saying, oh my goodness, I got to once and for all make the changes. I need to get in a relationship with myself that's honest, truthful, compassionate, full of love, full of possibility. I have to get in a relationship with spirit, with light, with God, universe. So I feel like I'm doing it for something bigger than myself, because through me and in me and as me is the truth of my being. And if I could just align with that truth and knowing that, I know I could do something. And I think that's when I discovered that's purpose. Outcome was fear-based, it was ego-based, it was driving me in all kinds of ways that were not sustainable, not healthy, not hopeful, didn't seem possible. But being on purpose, which was simply each and every moment of my life being my best friend that I never had, learning how to be a cheerleader for my heart's knowing, it's not silly. I'm telling you, I'm a 57-year-old man who every single day still remembers those first days of cheering for myself, willing to hold myself, willing to stick with myself. When the entire world felt like it had given up on me, I had to resurrect a certain level of purpose within me. And that purpose was simple: be a friend, be a love, be a way shower. Trust what's in your heart to be your purpose. Let go of the outcome and get fully clear about this moment of what it is that your truth wants to live in. And then I started piecing together moments, days, weeks, years. So 35 plus years later, I stand before you this morning doing the same work I was doing back then. Being a friend, being a cheerleader, being open to the universe, to be a vessel of truth and love and light, to have it come through me, and not filtering with anything that is less than love and light and purpose. If this speaks to you, just say, this speaks to me. So someone here in this community can say, oh my goodness, I'm not alone. I promise you, the work that you're doing is pretty good, clear, and pretty good opportunity. There are thousands of people across the world in this community who are doing the same work with you. We are one. You are not alone. I am doing the same work with you. We are one. You are not alone. Let's weed out anything that is not our truth. Let's seed what is needing to be grown in our life to be an exemplary demonstration, expression of our truth. There is no time like now to become what it is that you took your first breath to be. The vow spiritually, we are always here to be. The truth of our light and our love coming through us, in us, and as us is a beautiful demonstration of responsibility to what it means to be a warrior for the light and a warrior for hope and love. Let us rise up, let us reclaim, and let us remember the truth. No matter how far and distant it seems at times, we're only one breath, one moment, one willingness to reclaim and have it be coming through us again. So with that, much, much love to you. Deep gratitude, courage, continued tenacity, and persistence to be who you already are. Light and love and truth. Thank you. Peace and love. Bye for now.